I already made a video on line strokes and the line alphabets. For that, you can find the link in my description box. First, you are supposed to get your kids write that. So in this video today, I am going to share with you different types of curves and the alphabets that are formed with the help of curves. I also will show you how to write alphabets correctly in a 4-ruled book. Capital letters and small letters. So don't forget to watch the video till the end. So let's start writing now.
The first type of curve is the left curve. So this is how you have to write the left curve. Mention the name here, left curve, and you have to write the same left curve in the first 3 lines of the 4-ruled notebook as shown here, and you have to mention dots for each and every single row so that it will be easy for the kids to trace it along the dots. You also should trace the left curve before you start writing it in the lines. Don't forget to mention the date for each and every single page so that you'll have an idea as on what is written on which particular day, and also mention the heading. And next comes the left curve. Again, give a 1 full page practice for the same left curve. Only 4 left curves you have to keep. Neither you should keep 2 nor 5 and make it clumsy. 4 should be fine in 1 page, and then give dots in every first and third line of the 4-ruled book so the child will understand where they have to start and where they have to stop this left curve. So 1 full page practice will be sufficient for the child. Make sure the rows are very straight so that the book looks very neat, and also give the heading left curve as I mentioned earlier, and do not forget to give the date for every single page. So you have to maintain this uniformity throughout the book. And the next type of curve we have is the right curve. Mention the date here as I told to you earlier, and 1 big right curve you are supposed to draw so that the child will understand and visualize what is right curve. Now trace the right curve for a couple of times, and after that in the next line give 4 right curves so that the child will write it along with the dots given on the notebook. Do not forget to give dots for each and every single page, because for the beginners that is how the kids will learn, with the help of dots. And as I already told to you, 1 full page of right curve in the next page so that the child will get ample practice to learn the curves. Generally, line strokes are very easy for the kids, they can learn it quickly, but for a beginner to learn the different types of curves, it will take little time because they have to altogether bend the pencil in a form. And again, give the dots as shown here so that the kid will understand where to start and where to stop. And 1 full page of practice will make them understand the right curve concept as well. Make sure the dots are so straight. And now let's move on to the next curve. It's the up curve. For the up curve, mention the date again as I told you earlier, and you have to draw a very big up curve so that the child will easily trace it for a couple of times. And then, as I previously told to you, give 4 up curves. 4 is the ideal number of times a child can write. And did you observe here the first 2 dots were given adjacent to each other, first and second dot, so the child will write the U like this, which is the up curve as shown. Then again 1 full page practice has to be given for the concept up curve. As I told to you, 4 times is the ideal number of times. It will be easy for the child and it also looks neat. Write the heading up curve, mention the date each and every single day, and as I told to you, give dots adjacent to each other so that the child will start here and end here. Give the dots very neatly so that once the child finishes the classwork, that looks so neat on the book as well. So you have to teach the etiquettes of maintaining the book neatly alongside teaching them how to write. And the next curve is down curve. You have to write a big down curve so as to visualize how a down curve looks like. Ask them to trace for a couple of times. Don't forget to mention the date, and again give the down curve 4 times here and ask them to write it with the help of dots. Again give the dots here in the 3rd line. For the up curve we have given dot in the first line of the 4-rule book. Now for the down curve, if you observe, the dots are kept on the 3rd line because we have to start from the 3rd line and finish it in the 3rd line for the down curve. Again 1 full page practice for the down curve has to be given 4 times, and again dots in the third line, adjacent third line, 2 dots, so that they will start writing from the third line and finish the down curve in the 3 lines. Again give the dots. For the beginners, dots are very important because they really don't understand in a plain 4-ruled book where to start and where to stop. Once they gets to know how to start and stop, then you don't need to put dots, but meanwhile you are supposed to give dots till the time they understand where to start and where to stop. And the next curve type is a round. This is another type of curve. Circle, they should understand the round shape, so that they will be able to write alphabets like Q, P, R. So these are the alphabets which are formed with the help of a round. Don't forget to give the date, and also in the first and third lines you have to put the dots so the child will understand how to write a round. Now one full page practice has to be given for the same round. Don't forget to mention the heading for each and every single page to maintain the beautiful uniformity of the page, and for each and every single page also mention the date so as to know when the child has written the same. For round, one single dot will also be fine because they have to start there and stop there itself. And next, let's give a practice of different types of curves at a time, like the left curve, right curve, up curve, down curve and circle. These 5 types of curves at once. So this page practice you can give for any number of. The child should know how to write all these curves. For example, when you ask them to write a left curve, they should be able to write. When you ask them to write a right curve, up curve, down curve, they should be able to write on their own. So these types of curves you can ask them to write any number of pages, not just one page. And don't forget to mention the heading. And using these different curves, now let's see what all alphabets can be formed with the help of different types of curves. So write the heading curved alphabet and mention the date as I already told to you. Now let's see what all alphabets can be formed with the help of curves. Letter B, and the next is letter C, next is letter D, next is letter G, and next is letter J. Next comes our letter O, next is letter P, next letter Q, then letter R, then comes our letter S, then comes our letter U. These are all the alphabets that are formed with the help of curves. So have you seen it, the first alphabet B? Now how do you explain the child to write capital B? Standing line, right curve, forms letter B. Left curve forms letter C. Standing line and right curve forms letter D. Left curve, sleeping line, standing line, letter G. Standing line, small curve and sleeping line, J. This is how you should read alphabets to kids so that they will be able to hear your comments and write it accordingly. Now I'll show you how to write capital letters correctly in a 4-ruled notebook. So when you ask your kid to write letter A, you are supposed to say left slanting line, right slanting line, sleeping line forms letter A. Standing line, right curve, B. Left curve, C. Standing line, right curve, letter D. Standing line, sleeping line, sleeping line, E. Standing line and 2 sleeping lines, letter F. Left curve, sleeping line, standing line, letter G. Standing line and 1 sleeping line, letter H. Standing line, sleeping line, letter I. Standing line, curve, sleeping line, letter J. Standing line, slanting line, letter K. Standing line, sleeping line, letter L. Standing line, slanting line, letter M. Standing line, slanting line, letter N. Round, letter O. Standing line, right curve, letter P. Circle and a slanting line, letter Q. Standing line, right curve, slanting line, letter R. Left curve, right curve, letter S. Standing line, sleeping line, letter T. Up curve, Letter U, slanting line, slanting line. Letter V, slanting line, slanting line, slanting line, slanting line. Letter W, two slanting lines, X, slanting line, Y, sleeping line, slanting line, sleeping line, Z. So this is how you have to write the alphabets in the notebook. Only 4 in a line, and all the rows has to be exactly straight right under each letter as shown in the notebook, so that it will look very neat and the child also will understand letters very easily. Also, please observe where to start and where to stop writing the capital letters in the first 3 lines of the 4-ruled book. For example, letter M. How do you write letter M? You cannot put 4 slanting lines to write M, which is not like W. M has to be like one standing line from first line to third line and another slanting line again from first line to third line. This is also wrong because the slanting line should not be only in the first 2 lines. The correct way is one standing line from first to third line and 2 slanting lines from again first to third line and then one more standing line. So this is the way you have to write letter M. So you also should understand how to write letters correctly, because the kids will learn from you. Now for example, how to write letter W. See the difference between letter M and letter W. M is formed with 2 standing lines and 2 slanting lines, whereas letter W is formed same in the first 3 lines but with all 4 slanting lines. See the slanting line. This is wrong. This is not W. This is inverted M. W is one slanting line first to third line and one more slanting line again first to third line. Then 4 slanting lines makes letter W. Give them ample practice for the same capital letters A to Z as many times as possible till the child learns to write it very neatly and very easily without any help and without any prompting in the first 3 lines. Now I am going to show you how to write small letters. Mostly all the small letters will be in the range second and third line, but there are few alphabets like B, H which has to start from the first line, and there are few other alphabets like G and P which will go for the second, third and fourth line. So observe keenly how I am writing the small letters and get your child to do it the same way. Again, if you observe here, I am writing only 4 letters in one row. Now even in the second line, if you see the small letter E, I have written it right below the letter A, small letter F right below the letter B. So this looks neatly in a book, and the child also will follow writing the same way. You cannot write 5 letters in a row or 7 to 8 letters in the second row. Maintain this consistency of writing very neatly so that the book looks so appealing and so neat. Don't forget to write the heading and date, and if you ask your child to write in this way, they will also observe each and every individual alphabet and write it on their own, and try and give them dots even for writing capital and small letters, so that with the help of dots they will understand where to start a letter. For example, when you give dot for a small letter A, you have to put dot in the second line, and for B you have to put the dot in the first line itself, because that is where we have to start writing B letter. Again, when it comes to C, the dot has to be in the second line, and for D the dot has to be in the first line. So hope you got my point. Give them ample practice in writing small letters as well, and let them practice it at their own pace.
In my previous video, I told you about how to get kids to write. So there are 5 steps which you have to follow to make your kids write easily. You can check in my description box. I already gave you the link for that. Now I am going to tell you, what if a child is not showing any interest in writing? To get them engaged in writing, you can follow these few steps. Like you have to take a pen and write it in your notebook. Say that this is my notebook and this is your notebook. Now you have to write the way I do. So write a standing line, ask them to do the same, and then write a letter A, write letter B. So in this way the child's attention span will increase and they will not divert when they are writing, because your child will be very interested in doing it along with you.